In this lesson, we will understand about switches and modes of the layers. So first let's learn about switches. Here I have imported our character again, and I have imported it as composition with written layer sizes. And in the timeline panel, it has listed all illustrator layers. Now go to layer menu, switches, and you will find all layer switches here as shy, log, audio, video, and some others. And all these switches will also be present on this bar. In fact, we have learned about some switches like adjustment switch, which will convert our layer to an adjustment layer. This is effect switch, which will present when we apply any effect on the layer. This is collapse transformation switch. This is lock switch, and this is video switch, which is used to turn off or on visibility of any layer. Now to apply any switch, just click on the box in front of the switch icon. Here you will see boxes in front of all switches except audio and effect. These will only appear when we have audio on the timeline or we have applied effects on any layer. And here I am going to talk about only two important switches, which are solo and shy. This is solo switch. If we turn it on, it will only show that layer on the screen, and others will be hidden until we turn off it. You can turn on this switch more than one layers. It becomes very useful when we have to give some details to a specific layer. In that case, we just turn on it and it will help us to focus only on that layer. It may be helpful in other cases, but that depends on the working process. Now let's use this shy switch. We use it when we want to hide one or more layers from the timeline only. It means it will not be hidden from the screen. Let me show you. First I am going to create a small animation. Select all these layers holding down Ctrl or Command key, and I am going to parent them with the neck and body layer. Now open scale property of this layer, add a keyframe, and let's set its value to 0. Now just move few frames and let's set its value to 100 again. So it will animate something like this. Now since this layer is controlling animation of all other layers, so assume we want to hide it from the timeline so that it might not get changed or deleted accidentally. So we can just make it shy layer just by clicking on this icon. You can see icon has been changed. It's a shy layer icon. Now go over this icon and turn on it. It will just hide all layers which are marked to shy. But layer will not be hidden from the screen. It will be visible here. Even animation will not be affected by it. So nothing will get changed except in the layer panel. It's extremely useful when we create project templates to sell them to clients, but we don't want something to get changed accidentally and client will complain us. Not only in this case, there are also third-party plugins which generates these shy layers. So you must have idea what they are and how to handle them. Now when you want to show them again, just turn it off and change this switch. Now it's time to understand blending modes. So I have made another composition here and have imported an image to this comp. We have already seen blending modes in the previous lesson, so we know that we use it to merge two layers. To understand it, let's create a solid layer first. Call it gradient. Now go to Effect, Generate, and apply Gradient Ramp effect. It will create a gradient on it using these two colors. To set its start point, click on this icon in front of the start of ramp. And now just click on the screen where you want to place start point. Repeat the process with the end point. Now by dragging these points, you can adjust colors of the gradient. So it's time to apply blending modes on this layer. Just click on this toggle switch and it will open this blending modes menu. Here we have a lot of blending modes, and it's extremely difficult to work on each mode during the lesson. So I'm going to give you one quick overview. To mix our gradient with the bottom image, we use this overlay mode, and it will merge gradient with the image. And we will get some darkness over this part because there is black color on the gradient. And this part will become bright because of the white color. To see the effect, just turn it off and you will feel the change. Now let's change the color of the gradient. Let's change this color to some dark green and change this color to some dark gray so that we will have some darkness on the image. So now we have nice shade on the image and its appearance has been changed completely. If we change mode to multiply, it will make it very dark, and if we change it to screen, it will make it very light. So to understand these modes, you will need some good practice over these modes. In next lesson, we will learn about track matte effect.